below zero.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel, KCTV. You are now tuned into part 1 of my hair company series. So y'all, I have been planning to start a hair company, I'd say about 2 years ago, because I graduated in December of 2017. And the reason why I wanted to start my own hair company is because I love weave. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just something about weave that just, I know it just makes my insides tingle, you feel me? But the problem was I had to find a new vendor every single time I ordered new hair, because the hair would only be good for a certain amount of time and then it would start getting trashed and I would just go find a new company. So I was just like, bro, I'm tired of spending all this money every few months just to get some hair. Like, I need to start selling my own hair. Like, I need to find me a good ass vendor with good ass quality and good ass prices, and I need to start my own company. So in 2018 is when I really started planning for the company, choosing names, choosing vendors. Let me tell y'all, so when I first was having the idea to start my company, I said I was going to sell Indian and Peruvian hair, I believe. I had found a Indian vendor in India. You know, they had the nice pictures like, oh, these are the temples of India where we get the hair and it's just such great quality. And then it was kind of expensive. So I'm like, oh, it must be like top notch. You feel me? Like, okay. Boy, what? We was having so many difficulties. Like, when I was first trying to send him money, I feel like I was trying to send it through MoneyGram. They was canceled. It kept on saying like, your transaction has been denied, your transaction has been denied. Then I was trying to send it through, I don't know if it was like PayPal or something, but all I know is it was not going through, y'all. Like, that money, it was like God saying like, no, you don't want to do this. You don't want to spend your bread on this. But at the time, I'm taking it as like, oh, he just trying to test me to see how strong-willed I'm going to be and, you know, how much I'm going to actually go get it even when it's not that easy. So I'm like, we getting this hair. So I end up going to like a currency exchange place and then like using Western Union, I believe, to send him the money, right? Mind you, this is taking like a 2-week, 3-week process just to get some samples, y'all. These are sample bundles. Finally get the sample bundles right. And why was it the most trash weave I've ever had in my life? Like, literally, like the most trash, like straight out the package, rough as hell. And I actually still have the hair. I ain't finna go get it. But it was terrible, y'all. Like, I was so mad. Because mind you, I spent with him, I say like $160, $170. Took 3 weeks to get here. And it's trash as hell. I was so mad, y'all. So when you're starting a company and you're finding a vendor, I would just say, first of all, just make sure you're doing all of your research. And I honestly feel like if you got to jump through hoops and a whole bunch of different obstacles just to get some sample hair or just to communicate with your vendor and get money exchanged and stuff, then that's not the vendor for you, okay? Now, after that, I started doing more research. And I think I started looking at Cambodian hair because I had like, when I used to buy Cambodian hair, I used to love it. So when I came across the Cambodian hair, that's when I came across my vendor whom I do business with now. And they sell Vietnamese and Cambodian hair. Now, I don't know about y'all, but prior to me choosing them as my vendor, I had never heard of anybody wearing Vietnamese hair. I'm the first person that I know with Vietnamese hair. You know, okay. Yo, I realized that it's damn near one of the best hairs out there that don't nobody know about. So I said, oh, this is the perfect market for me because your girl gonna be exclusive, okay? So this is like a backstory video, y'all, okay? This is how I knew that this vendor was meant for me, because when I reached out to them, when I tell you it was like immediate response, like, I think they had like WhatsApp, so I downloaded WhatsApp or whatever. Basically just sent me everything. I'm talking about within the next day after I talked to them, I had ordered some hair or whatever. And it was hella easy. There was no money issues. It went straight through the first time and it was good to go. So I already knew. I'm like, I think this might be the one. And when I got the hair, y'all, that's when I really knew. I received the hair in April of 2018. And oh snap, it's April. But I've had my sample hair that I've been testing out for a year, y'all, and it still is good as new, like literally good as new. I was rotating through the curly one and I was rotating through the straight one. I cannot stress to y'all enough how important it is to wear the hair longer than 1 or 2 months. I've watched people's videos and they're like, oh yeah, I tested out the hair for like 2-3 months and it was really good, so this is the vendor I chose. And I'm like, 2-3 months? The hair that I used to buy from regular companies lasted about 2 months and then it went to shit. So what? 2 months, that's not enough time. I cannot stress enough how important it is to make sure you are testing out the hair. Honestly, I'd say a year. but at least 6 months. There are hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of hair companies out there. And so you have to pay attention to the things that people complain about to set you apart. You have to pay attention to the things that you didn't like when you was wearing weave to set you apart. And so one of the things that I knew was that I wanted my hair to last a long time. So I knew I needed to wear it for like a year, which I did, to see how it was going to react. And I'm not even trying to hype it up just because it's my company. It's literally just that good. You can go back to any of those videos, look at it, look at the way it's laid, it's flowing or whatever, the quality of it, the texture of it, and you can see that it has not changed from when I first made a video with it up until now. Just definitely make sure that when you're choosing a vendor, you need to make sure they got good communication. You need to make sure you're asking them about their shipping prices, their processing and delivery time, all of that. Like, you need to know all of that, because you have to factor that in. So when it's time for you to do orders, there needs to be an email sent saying, hey, thanks for purchasing. Your order is going to process for 5 to 7 days, and then shipping is 5 to 7 days, or, you know, whatever the timing is, you know. But as long as you are 100% upfront and honest, then the customer will trust you more. Just make sure when it comes to like choosing your vendor and choosing your hair that you are 100% aware of everything that's going to factor into getting the hair, sending the hair, all of that. Honestly, this video is going to be kind of all over the place just because that's how my mind works. So the next thing that I must let you know is that you need to write down everything. Like, every idea that comes to your mind, literally everything. Even though I write down everything, it's not the most organized, you feel me? And I actually need to go get a planner. I really need one of them dry erase calendars so I can write down my tasks. First of all, the first thing that I put in my binder was coming up with a name. So that's like the first thing you're going to need to do. Like, you need to come up with a name, y'all. When you're coming up with a name for your company, there's a lot that's going to go into it, and it's going to take a while. This is coming from somebody who is in the advertising and marketing world, okay? Like, that's all the jobs I've ever had in my entire life, okay? You need to be very unique, and you need to be simple. Keep it short and sweet, because the shorter, the better, the more memorable it is. Now, when I came up with my name, Auextensions, actually, I can't even take 100% of the credit, because I knew I wanted my name to have something to do with gold, because, you know, gold is seen as like the purest and highest of quality, rich and popping in Hollywood and all of that, just real royal exclusive stuff. I was writing down names, just jotting down a whole bunch of names like golden bundles, golden this, you know, whatever. And so then I text my best friends, I text like a couple of my best friends like, hey, yo, I'm trying to figure out a name. I gotta have something to do with gold. Help me out, please. And shout out to Raven Rosado, my girl, my bestie, who actually came up with the idea of AU. I think her idea was like AU radiance. AU is the atomic symbol for gold. So when she said that, I was like, oh, that's it. So Auextensions, that's how that came about. But like I said, be unique about it. Make sure to search it on all platforms. Do a Google search for it. And you also need to go to GoDaddy.com and see if that domain has been taken. So y'all, this is my binder where I keep everything up in here. I got like layers of stuff. So in this binder, let me see what I got up in here. When you're starting a company, you need to know, like, okay, how much is it going to cost for me to start this company? For each company, I will write down like all of that. This right here is a list of all the closures that they had and then the price next to them. And I will write down the frontals that they had, all the prices to them, all the bundles that they had, like each bundle and each length next to that. Multiply it by 3, because, you know, most people order 3 bundles. And then I take those prices and see like, okay, so if I'm starting off, I know I can't buy 50 bundles, which is what I wanted to do at first, but it was just, that's just not realistic. I wanted to start off with 3 bundles of each length. When I found my vendor and I wrote down the prices, I had to figure out my resale prices, because you have to factor in, for one, the money that you're spending, the shipping, taxes, and your own profit. You need to make sure that you know all of that information. Also, what I did was, y'all need to like ask people on your social medias, ask y'all friends, ask, you know, whatever females, whoever you know that likes to wear weave or whatever. What I did a poll on Instagram, and I asked people what their favorite lengths to wear were, what is the biggest issue or problem that they have with weave, and you gather all of that information, y'all. When I tell you research is key, like, you're gonna gather a whole bunch of information. Then I also wrote down how much it's gonna cost for the website. I'm using Wix, by the way. I highly recommend it. Everything integrated into one platform. Couldn't ask for more. And then I also had to factor in packaging. I went to Alibaba.com, and then I started looking up like hair packaging vendors on there, and then I ended up finding a vendor, which I'm waiting on to email me back right now. Actually, you need to go ahead and get quotes for all the packaging. You need to write that down. For example, however you're going to package it, whether you're doing it in boxes, bags, whatever, you need to know how much it's going to cost per bag. You need to know the minimum order quantity that they offer, and you need to know, like, if you want to do like hair wraps and hair tags and all of that stuff, how much it's going to be for those, and then how much it's going to ship that to you. Add all of that up. Then you also need to figure out how much you're going to spend on marketing, whether it be like paid promotion, like paid social posts, whatever. And then you need to write down your grand total, okay? Another thing that I spent a lot of time doing is looking at competitors. The main things that I would research is, okay, who else is selling the hair that I'm selling? What they price is looking like? What they advertisements looking like, what they social media looking like, what are their reviews looking like. Then I looked a lot at companies that were at a higher level that I knew I wanted to achieve. Auextensions.com. I would look at Maven Hair, Private Label, Allure 96, like just a whole bunch of different hair companies that were already up and running and going and had a good following, and just paid attention to the way that they moved and how they priced things and the way that they did stuff. And then you also look at the people that are on the same level as you right now, other startup hair companies, and then you're able to like basically get a blueprint of the way that you want your stuff to look. The last thing that's really underrated of what you need to be spending a lot of time and research on is advertising, okay? You have to research not only social media advertisements, but email marketing. Y'all, I'm still learning this right now because I didn't realize it was like that big of a thing. Getting people to sign up to your subscription list so that you can send them updates and emails and just keep your name in their face. Very important. Builds good customer relationships, good credibility for you, all of that. Direct advertisements, business cards, okay? You need to definitely make sure you get you some business cards. I wasn't going to do business cards because, you know, I feel like, oh, we in 2019, ain't nobody giving out business cards. Hell no, girl, you better get them damn business cards, because you just never know. Like when you out and about and somebody come up to you like, oh my gosh, girl, I love your hair. Like, where did you get that hair? Like, it's for me. Come shop. You feel me? You got one on hand. You ready? Like I said, y'all, I just wanted to let y'all know the main things that I've been doing leading up to this moment right now. So today is Saturday, April 13th. My pre-sale starts Monday, April 15th. It's going to last until April 29th. I made this wig yesterday because this hair came in. And I bought this hair specifically just to take pictures, to advertise in, to promote. Well, before I made the wig, I took pictures of the bundles. And right now, I actually am posting them on my website right now. After I finish recording this, I actually need to like take pictures of me wearing the hair, a couple videos of me playing in the hair, stuff like that. My poly mailers came in. I just got some regular black poly mailers. I got these. This is from Cindy's Cozy Corner on Etsy. They were only, I believe, like maybe like $10. I have to order a weighing scale because I'm using ShipStation, which is through Wix, which is basically so that you can like create your own shipping labels from your crib, and then like literally you could just drop the hair off into the drop box of the post office instead of having to stand in line and wait for them to do all of that, create the labels for you. I also had to order some adhesive labels so that I can print the shipping labels off on the adhesive paper so I could just stick it on there, because like, I mean, I could just tape it on there, but honestly, y'all, you know, I'm trying to be, this is Auextensions, you know, I'm trying to be a little bougie, and I'm not just trying to, you know, print off some regular paper and just tape it to the back. That's basically what I've done thus far. I got my logo made. I actually drew my logo. And then I sent it to my dad's friend who is like a graphic designer. He created my logo for me. Love it. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna mention for this video. Of course, I'm going to just be recording like once I receive my packaging, once I ship off my first items, you feel me? But yeah, y'all, that's about it. Let me see if my hair look right. Oh, your girl is laid. And this is before I even put any foundation on the part to make it blend. All right, y'all, this concludes my hair company journey part 1. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please comment below any questions that you have in videos that you would like me to talk about as far as my hair company journey goes. Thank you all for tuning in again to KCTV, and I will see you guys next time. It's a look.
Get down, little mom. 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 Get down, little mom.